Medjugorje priest says pandemic from devil leading to new world order by Cervantes. The coronavirus comes from the devil. It is a test. The solution is to renounce Satan and return to God. We have entered the time of the 10 secrets of the Medjugorje Marian apparitions. Thus declared Father Livio, director of the worldwide Radio Maria, who is dubbed as a messenger of Medjugorje. The town in Herzegovina, where our Blessed Mother has been appearing for 40 years now, the 40th year marked last June 25th. As the world grapples with an unusual pandemic and sees science pushed vaccination as messiah on top of puzzling, multifarious, apocalyptic manifestations in the air, on land, and in the seas, it is worth listening to Father Livio, who sees the world from the scope of Medjugorje. Let me thus share with readers excerpts from his recent interview with the Daily Compass. Father Livio, what is happening and what should we expect? Father Livio, firstly, we must look at what has already happened. Those who have followed the apparitions from the beginning have seen in these 39 years the implementation of the two plans, the two projects explained by Our Lady, Satan's plan and Mary's plan. These plans lead to the spiritual battle of the time of secrets and the triumph of the Immaculate Heart. DC. So let's start with Satan's plan. It has been set out by Our Lady from the beginning. The construction of the world without God, the replacement of Christianity in the West with false religion, a humanitarian religion, a true anti-Christic imposture, of which the Catechism of the Catholic Church also speaks. It is a world, as Our Lady said, with no happiness, no future, and no eternal salvation. DC. Let's talk about Our Lady's plan. Father Livio. It is to renew the Church, to strengthen the faith of the Church, a plan that has been more clearly revealed in the last decade. In her two messages to Marijuana, she insisted on 2 points: prayer for the pastors and the training of the group, those who have responded to her call and spread Our Lady's love. Father Livio, we are at a turning point, and we understand this from some significant facts. Last March 2nd, the apparitions to Marijuana on the 2nd of the month stopped. They had begun in 1987 and were the formative movement for the faithful, the evangelization of the faithful. Second fact, the announcement that Satan reigns. His plan has been implemented. Third, we are entering the 40th year, a symbolic number from the biblical point of view. The shift means that we are now entering a period of trials, which concerns the faith. It is the time of the 10 secrets. It will be an incredible trial, never happened before in the history of the Church, which must be interpreted in the light of Revelation. It is the time of the great spiritual battle, at the end of which the two beasts, financial, political, mass media power on one side and false religion on the other, will be cast into the pool of fire and sulfur, and the Lamb will win. It's the time of the 10 secrets, you say. There's been much more speculation about these secrets, Father Livio. We must understand that there is a radical difference between these secrets and all the others, because each one of them will force people to make choices. It's not as if you're there, waiting for something to happen, and you have to witness. No. Every secret will be announced 3 days before, and we will be told what will happen and where it will happen. The where is interesting because it means they will be local events. The first 2 will be in Medjugorje. This will have to be an example of how to deal with secrets. The third will be a visible, indestructible sign in Medjugorje, proof that Our Lady has really been there. Then all the others, in an apocalyptic context of anguish and fear for what will happen. Every man in the world will have to decide whether to believe or not to believe, and decide what to do. Because it will be some event in a precise place, so there will be decisions to be made. But above all, to trust in God or not to trust in God, eternal fate depends on it. It is the time of great decisions, and it will be up to each person to decide for himself, a bit like what happened with the coronavirus. This is a test of what could happen. Terrible things will happen, but Our Lady offers us the chance to save ourselves. Mary's power will save humanity. But beware, Our Lady warned us, do not wait for the time of secrets to convert. It may be too late. Those whose hearts are hardened will risk closing down even more. On the radio, you have repeatedly identified ecologism, the cult of Mother Earth, as a false religion. Father Livio. In the false religion flow many ideologies, including social and political ones, all of a worldly nature. It is the synthesis of all that man is and does, excluding God. So, ecologism, New Age, Eastern religions, and much more. As for ecology, it is one thing to affirm that the earth is a garden that God has given us to care for. It is quite another to arrive at the cult of Mother Earth, where it is claimed that we come from the earth and we will return to the earth. This is something terrible and even ridiculous. Ridiculous like all imantinous forms. Returning to the secrets and prophecies, what is striking is that Our Lady does not tell us the future, as if avoiding spoilers about a film, but she stimulates our freedom. She pushes us to make decisions. So in this situation, what is our task? What is the decision to make? Father Livio. It is conversion. To return to God. Let's think about what's happened in the last few months, the pandemic. On the 25th of July, 2019, Our Lady warned, the trials will come and you will not be strong. Satan will roar, but if you are mine, you will win. This unexpected thing was already prophesied. We were not ready. We were not strong. This pandemic comes from the devil. God allowed it in order to teach us something. But the author is the devil because it originated from where new wars are being prepared by negligence, error, or whatever else we don't know. But it is so. Our Lady had told us that if we returned to her Son, resumed prayer, fasting, keeping the commandments, our prayers would be heard and our petitions answered. Strong words. Renounce the devil and follow my Son. This is true conversion. One abandons sin, one abandons idolatry, one repairs apostasy, one returns to the true faith. This is the path of the prodigal son. This is absolutely necessary. As Our Lady said to the children, there is a battle between Jesus and the devil. Souls are saved through conversion. Our conversion, above all. This pandemic is the instrument through which they want to create the New World Order, to impose the ideology of the man-God, to impose the anti-Christic creed on everyone, right from the start in the nurseries. It is clear that the epidemic leads to all this. The only way out is by returning to God.